Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. If you love traveling and healthy tips, mental, physical, any healthy kind of tip, I got you here. Hit that subscribe button. This is the channel for you. So today, this year, not only today, this year I've seen the best way I've seen to just nurture the mental health mostly, because people are suffering differently, and I think I would want to help anyone. So I'll just cover some few topics in the mental area, and I hope it helps and yeah, gives you a different idea and perspective of life, or just a different way to see things, and I hope it helps you. So sorry about the noise, this is just the funny zone. The heat is so strong, but yeah. Today I will be talking about toxic relationships. Yeah, so I have done this research for like 2 or 3 weeks, trying to dig deep on issues, and I have found that most people are toxic. By toxic, I mean a toxic person is anyone who is abusive, unsupportive, unhealthy emotionally, doesn't listen basically to um, to and someone who brings you down. Yeah. So this I'll be just covering toxic relationships in parents and in marriage. Yeah. Then if you want me to talk about it more in friends, they're toxic friends too, yeah, be sure to comment down below and I will give you some of the signs, tips, and maybe how you can be able to manage with them. So in my research, I found out that there's a difference between toxic people, narcissist people, and psychopaths. So today I'll only cover toxic, but if you want me to cover psychopaths and narcissists, please comment down below and I'll give you tips. Yeah. Personally, I have gone through toxicity in different areas, but today is not about me, today is about you. So how do you know if parents are toxic? Um, Toxic parents they don't treat their children with respect as individuals. They won't compromise. It's either my way or no way. they they don't take responsibility for their behavior or apologize, and this is very deep because most of these parents are not, they have mental disorder or have a serious addiction, and yeah, it's pretty sad. And in marriage or in boyfriend girlfriend relationship, boyfriend girlfriend, so a toxic relationship is characterized by insecurity, self-centeredness, dominance, and control. It's more like the parents, but this is more of, you know, the romance part, the romance side. So I'll just give you some of the signs in marriage and I'll give you some of the signs in parents. But before we go there, I'd like to tell you that most of these things, if you get into a relationship, it's good to tell your other half, your soulmate, whatever you call them, just tell them what you have been through. If you have ever been through a child trauma, talk it out, because this will help them know what kind of a person they're dealing with, and they'll be able to manage you better. But if you don't, I have realized these things affect us as adults. When you grow older and you have your own family, if you have ever been in a toxic or unfunctional family or living with narcissistic parents or psychopaths. These things affect you in the future, and you don't see the meaning of being happy because you have in your whole life you've been pulled down, pulled down, pulled down. So when you talk about it with your partner or your soulmate, you are able to figure out the best way to handle it. And if you have children, your partner will help you keeping it together. Don't let your children go through the trauma you went through. So yeah, enough of the talk. So let me go to the signs. In marriage, signs of toxicity are, I'll just talk about 5 and I'll talk about 6 in parents, because parents it's endless. But yeah, so 1, you don't practice self-care. Self-care is vital for every relationship to keep toxicity out. You don't talk about your feelings. You don't talk. This is mostly in emotions, the feelings you feel. It's good to tell your other half what you feel, how you see the decision they have made, and if you're comfortable with it, or would you like some more time to think about it. But if they don't give you that chance, just know those are red flags. 2, we have your partner is constantly stonewalling you. Stonewalling in the counseling department, it's mostly known as not like blocking you off, not giving anyone a chance to give you any explanation. So healthy couples often open to each other's feedback. If I tell you this, then you listen and then you give me feedback. That's healthy relationship. But if I just talk and when you want to give me feedback, I don't listen, that's another red flag. So your Mr. or Mrs. never takes responsibility. In example, if your Mr. or your Mrs. does something wrong, maybe coming home late or maybe not telling you where they've been the whole day, and they don't even apologize or take you through their day, like to win the trust back or to just clear your thoughts, that's another red flag. So yeah, you feel drained. I'll just give an instance. If your relationships feel like it's sucking the energy out of you, like you're just tired of it, that's another sign. That's another sign of toxicity, another red flag. So the 5th one, if your partner is always offering constructive criticism, even when you don't ask. By this, I mean, when you get into a relationship, you want to be the better version of yourself. You want to be taken in a special way, right? But if you do something wrong, you did something wrong, and then when you just come home from a very long day, and then your partner starts, oh, you remember you've promised and you didn't, yeah, that's often criticism which you don't really wanna. That's another red flag. Mostly it happens in women, but yeah, just ask, go for counseling, or talk it out with your friends, or go to the gym and kick that bad energy out, because it will later affect your relationship and both of you end up getting hurt, and yeah, that's not why you got in the relationship in the first place. So we are going to parents. Yeah, these are some of the signs of toxicity in parents. It can be your mom, it can be your dad, but just look out for these signs. One, they do not allow you to express negative emotions. Let's say, in example, you had a very bad day, and when you get home you want to like tell it out so that it can just get over your head, and when you're about to, they're like, no, let's listen to the news. No, let's listen to the news first, then you tell us about your day. Yeah, that's just an example. Two, they always put their feelings first. This is more like a narcissist, because it's all about them, not about you. And as parents, it should be about the children, not about you alone. It's about the children too. In this example, if let's say you want to go out and have fun with your friends, and they're like, no, we don't go out too, so stay in, okay? I'm just acting, just imagining how it can be, you know. Yeah. Three, they make toxic jokes about you. By toxic jokes, I mean jokes that don't really look like jokes, you know. And mostly these jokes are often, if it's a dad, it's mostly in height issues. Oh, you're too tall, who will ever gonna come here to marry, or something. But if it's a mom, it's mostly weight issues, like, oh, who can know who the mother of the house is, something like that. And that's toxic. You don't want to be criticized about your weight or your height, because it's just a stage. Sometimes it's just a stage. Yeah. Four, they demand your attention. Do you know, have you ever gotten that feeling like when you're like in a sitting area just watching the television, and you get a text and you like reply, you hear, who's that? They always are in your business. That they always want your attention. They don't want to leave you alone. Yeah. So this is basically, although it may be difficult at times, a well-rounded parent will allow their children enough space to grow and be kids, without demanding constant interaction to suit their needs. This might be difficult because, you know, you carried them for 9 months, you made them study and all that, but calling a kid from upstairs to come down and give you the remote just near you, I don't know, that's too much. Yeah, that's too much. So the fifth one, they fail to provide affirmation and security, and this mostly affects them in their adult life, because tough love works. Yeah, especially the boy child. I can fight for a boy child here. They're always told, don't show your emotions, don't talk about your feelings, don't do this, don't do this. But at the long run, it comes to hunt them back, because it cannot be the only approach a parent takes if they want their children to become a well-rounded adult. Let your son cry. When they grow up, they won't cry. They will cry, but not in the eyes of the people, you know. But yeah, that is sad, because when they hold back the emotions too much, when they grow up, those emotions, because they know they're not supposed to cry, and if they have a toxic wife or toxic children, they won't be able to express it. They just express it in anger, and I think that's what's affecting most of the people back at home, even here. Killing your children and killing your wife and then killing yourself. This is mostly down to parents. 6, the overall critical. The overall critical. By this I mean, at time to time, criticism is okay, and it enables us to learn to do numerous things like washing dishes, washing your clothes. But Parents can make the mistake of believing that they do this to avoid or make sure their children avoid making costly mistakes, but in often cases it doesn't. It makes them sad, have low esteem, because they know they are not supposed to make mistakes, you know. Yeah, I hope you have learned something new. If you'd like me to talk about more of how you can manage toxic relationships in parents or marriages or children, you can comment down below and let me know which other topic you want me to talk about that affects us mentally. Yeah, and I will see you next time on Travel Thursday. This Travel Thursday, I'll be showing you a little short film that we have done as my media class, and I hope you will enjoy. If you've not subscribed, subscribe. If you like this topic, hit that like button and turn on the notification bell, and I will see you next time. Be kind and remove the toxic energy. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.